What's going on, everybody? It's me, YD, back again with a video. Today, we're going to do a tier list. Little disclaimer before we start. I got 24 companies on here. These are only knives that I own. I know there's a pile of other great knife companies I haven't gotten into yet. You know, Medford, Max Ace, Paragon, Chris Reeves, the works. So, I'm not going to go through every single knife I own for every company. Just going to do a short overview, maybe show you one or two of them, and move on to the next one. Let's get it. Got 5 tiers here. The first one, obviously, GOAT tier. You know, that's going to be just top of the line. Then we got Amazing, Standard, you know, which would just be your plain Jane, decent knife. We got kind of sus, you know, which means not really the best, but maybe sometimes they come through. And then we just got straight up nope, which kind of self-explanatory. It's important to remember, guys, that this is my opinion. My word is not law. I could hate a knife, and the guy next to me could absolutely love the knife. Be the best knife he ever had. He'll never buy another one in his entire life. So take that with a grain of salt. Let's get into it. Just right off rip, guys, I just got to do this. Gerber. Nope. Sorry, bud. I've had a few Gerbers in my time. I just can't get down with them. You know, everybody hyped up the Paraframe when it came out. Yeah, it's a solid knife. No blade play, but it's nothing special. I really just don't like Gerber. Maybe if they came out with like some super primo stuff, hell, maybe they do, and I just don't know about it because I haven't looked into them. Now to the first real knife company. Sorry, Gerber. We're going to do Cold Steel. You know, I'm on the fence whether to put them in Standard or Amazing tier. I'd like to put them in Amazing because the knives are great, but I think they have to go into Standard. You know, you have your awesome overbuilt triad lock knives like the AD10. This thing's just a beast, feels great. S35VN, you know, they're all made in Taiwan, but I could care less. And then you have your kind of crazy built ones, like your Cold Steel Frenzy. What is this, like a 7-inch blade or something? This is just kind of ridiculous. I have carried it before, and it actually carries well in the pocket, but, you know, Karen from accounting don't really like my Cold Steel Frenzy, especially when I'm standing there flicking it, waiting for her to, like, fix my paycheck that she messed up. And I think another deciding factor is that whole Amazon debacle that just happened. Now, we've talked about it in a bunch of chats, you know, for sure. But I don't really know what happened. Was it Cold Steel's fault? Was it Amazon's fault? I'm not sure, but I think they're going to have to go Standard. On to Microtech. I'm going to put them in Amazing tier. I only have 2 Microtechs. If you guys been watching my channel, maybe you guys seen the short I did. I got an MSI. I do really like it. It's such a great knife. Feels super like mechanical. Great action. Solid lockup. I really could do without these handles though. I don't know if they make scales for this, but I don't know if that's something I'm trying to get into on this yet. And the only other one I have is I have a UTX 70. Obviously, I wish I had a full-size Ultratech, but I do like the little 70, little dual edge. Just this nice little OTF. I haven't used it too awful much, just for little things, you know, opening some mail, maybe a couple packages. I guess, you know, if I had a Stitch and maybe I had a full-size Ultratech, I'd probably put them in GOAT tier. But for now, I think they're going to have to just stay in Amazing. Off-Grid. They're going right into GOAT tier. Absolutely one of my favorite knife companies. Check this baby out. Scorpion Elite, M390, titanium, gold carbon fiber inlays. Let's see if we can hear real good how this sounds. I love the sound of this knife. Yes. Yeah, it just... very audible, very loud click. I really love that. I only have 3. I'll show you all three just because I absolutely love them. Here's the Stinger XL, 154 cm, beast of a knife. And then I got the Viper V2, also 154. Oh, I just love the blade shape on these ones. But yeah, if you guys haven't handled an off-grid, you need to get a few. All solid, all super tactical, and they just work. Action on every single one that I own is great. Have not regretted one off-grid. Actually been looking to get a couple more. Hope they release like a pile of new ones at some point. This next one's for the boys, Benchmade. I absolutely love Benchmade, but they have to just go in amazing. I have 7, but the butterfly tax is real, guys. Like, here's a full-size Crooked River. Now, I haven't actually looked at the full-size retail price lately, but at my local sporting goods store, the mini Crooked River is $270 retail. Obviously, I'm not buying any of these retail, but, like, some people have to. Some people, you know, can't just get online or go to Blade Binge or nothing like that. And that's just way too much for a knife. Don't even get me started about the Narrows. I know we've talked about the Narrows a lot in a couple people's chats, but I just cannot justify spending that much on a knife that I'm not even going to use. Then you have your flagship, you know, your 940. This might be my favorite Benchmade model. It just feels so good. I love the blade shape, how it feels in my hand. The action is amazing. But I just... the price, guys. That's the worst part. You know, a couple of the cheaper ones, like I think you can get the cheaper bug outs for what? $180 to $230, something like that. But the pricing is just ridiculous. Next one is just a quick one. Artisan. I'm going to put Artisan at standard. I only got one. It's the Andromeda. I saw it on Budget Guy KT's channel the one day, and then I decided to order it. I'm pretty happy with this knife. The action is great. Button lock, you know, CJRB Artisan mastered button locks. I love every single Pyrite. But I'm just on the fence about their proprietary steel. You know, being that they use AA RPM 9 for every knife, you would think that we'd be able to get like a little bit more premium handle materials and stuff like that. But what do I know? On to the next one. Good old Buck knives. They're gonna have to just go standard. Buck boys, don't come after me. I don't have a 110. I have the 721, nice orange aluminum handle. Picked that up at a flea market about a year ago, cleaned it up. Then I got the 840 flipper. Now, this is what I really like. I wish they had more flippers. They do make a Primo version of this. I think it has S35 and marble carbon fiber. I would definitely like that one a lot more, but I just can't get down with the Buck lockbacks. You know, obviously Buck's 420 steel is amazing, but can't do it. Sorry, fellas. Civivi, they might have to go GOAT. You know, they have so many great models. They have great pricing. You know, like the Vision FG. I love the Vision FG. The lock on it is so sick, and the action on this knife is incredible. Really, really like it. And then you have other, like, little bit cheaper models. Like your Chevalier. This was the first Civivi I ever bought, and ever since I bought it, I was hooked. The action has been literally perfect. The price was decent. I don't know what the price is now, but it can't be too awful much more. I just... they have so many good designs, and you know, for being a Wii knife, but being cheaper, you really can't go wrong. Ooh, little side note too, guys. I'm not ordering this in the tiers any specific way. They're just going in whatever tier I feel. I'm not going to go that in depth. CJRB, Well, time to fanboy for 25 minutes. Nah, just kidding, guys. I don't really have too much to say about CJRB that hasn't been said by literally everybody. I absolutely love every model of the Pyrite. I want to buy the other new versions of the Bowie. Here's the rose gold one I bought. You know, I've been thinking about using this one, but I don't want to mess it up yet, so maybe I'll buy another one. One as a user, one goes in the collection. One thing I really am hoping for is that they make an XL Bowie. Oh, I would love them to make an XL Bowie, and especially if they do a rose gold XL Bowie. That might be all she wrote, boys. I might not have another carry for 10 years. I might just use that forever. Next up, Kershaw. Now, this might be a little controversial. Let me know what you guys think. But I'm putting them in the sus category. I just really don't like any of them old, crappy, cheap, assisted Kershaws. You know, I've never used a Kershaw Blur. I've never used any of the Launch Series ones. I just recently have gotten the Iridium, and you know what? It's brought my faith back. I still am not going to put them any higher, because this is pretty much the only one I like. You know, the Leak and the Scallion, and them other couple ones are decent. But this has fully brought some faith back in Kershaw for me. Thinking about getting a Bel Air too. You know, Bel Air plus the Iridium, they're working their way back up in my heart. Next one is one you guys may not have heard of, Crate Tactical. Now, Crate Tactical, I guess, is known for doing, like, you know, shooting targets and stuff like that, more gun related. I'm gonna put them in sus. I do have two. I bought the OTFs. Saw these down at the gun store, had to buy them. Bought this one with the red and the carbon fiber. And then I bought this one with the JG10 as a user. You know, I like them. I'm not super impressed or anything. You know, they're only D2, which ain't bad by any means. They're about $100, a little bit more than $100. They have a couple other models of OTFs. I think they have like a dual edge, satin blade. They call it the Ghost, something like that. But, you know, if you're just looking for a decent OTF, I will stand by this though. This user that I bought, I probably sat here and flicked this thing over like this probably 100 times. It maybe failed once or twice. But that's just from me like hardcore spamming it, and I may have even shook it the wrong way or something. But still a little bit sus. On to Concept. I'm gonna have to probably put them in amazing tier. I only have a couple. I'll show you my two favorites. One's the Colibri Tech. I love the titanium handle on this. This thing is just long. It's a long boy, and I love the blade shape. My only issue is sometimes I struggle with the thumb studs. You know, you really got to get in there, and it kind of hurts my finger a little bit. And out of everything on this knife, I literally cannot use the front flipper, guys. I cannot even get it to deploy using that. So that's my only beef with this one. And then my other one that I really like, the Cosmos. Yeah. I know some of y'all have seen this model before. Really love the carbon fiber on there, titanium. What is this? 20 CV blade steel. Very super drop shutty, and the action is just wonderful. Probably hoping to get a few more in the future here, but I do have a Model 6 that I bought. It's just your plain Jane black G10, nothing special, but still amazing. Kubey. I'm going to throw Kubey in standard. Nothing against them. It's just I only have one. Hoping to get more. Here's the one that I bought. Oh man, what is this? The Kubey Raven? Yeah, that's what it's called, the Raven. Really like this knife, super solid, you know, black G10. There's a couple more models I was looking at. Looks like the Drake is one I might like to get. But like I said, I can't say too much while only having one. Next one's no brainer for me. Kizer. They're going in GOAT tier, guys. They are wonderful knives. Here's my drop bear. Love this like snowflake titanium LC200N blade steel. This is just a wonderful knife. And then I know you guys saw this one from my one video, the Clairvoyant. The marble carbon fiber, S35 and titanium bolster. These knives are just sweet. I haven't had any issues with any Kizers I've bought. I love every single one. I just wish I had like infinite money so I could buy infinite Kizers. This one's just going to be short and sweet. Ontario Knife Company. They're just going right in standard. You know, got your Rat 1. Got your Rat 2. For the price you can get these knives and how just solid they are, you really can't beat them. Now, I'm sure they have other knives. I just never looked into any other models. But what else do you really need except for a Rat 1 and a Rat 2? QSP. I have a mixed bag on QSP. They're going in standard. I love QSP knives. I've bought so many over the last like 2 years. Love the Canary. Absolutely love this model. Great little knife. And then my all-time favorite, the Parrot. I've bought so many of these things. I've gifted so many of these things. I have like 3 sitting around here just as users. Really good knives. My only issue is I've had a few that I absolutely hate. I had a couple Penguins that had issues, like a burr on a lock face or something like that. I've sent 3 in for service. They have great service, don't get me wrong. I just sent them out, got them fixed, got them right back. But, you know, I'd prefer not to have any issues and have to send it back, especially since it's brand new. But for the price, you know, for the price of all these ones, what, 30 to 60 bucks, you can have a damn decent knife. I'll take it. Next one's probably not going to be too much of a surprise to you guys. O-Knife. I'm going to put them in the sus tier. It's not like I have an issue with them. I only have one O-Knife. I bought the Drever whenever it first came out. I really like the smooth white G10. N690s, whatever. You know, I don't know too much about the blade steel. This knife definitely is a decent knife. It's solid and it's drop shutty, but I just never found the need to buy an O-Knife. You know, if you're buying something from Olight, buy a damn flashlight. That's where you're getting the best quality. Now, there is one or two other models I was looking at online, but like I said, I just never really felt the need to get one. That's why they're going in sus. Good old Sencut. What can I say? Standard tier. You know, great knives, great price. Here's a Sencut Mims that I bought. Really like this one. And then I have this other one's pretty much basically the same thing, just a little bit smaller. Sencut Sidious. I'm really liking all these cheaper Sencuts with, you know, flipper tab and just the hole here, but they have so many nice models, and for the price, you really can't beat them. Being that they're made by Wisavivi, there's not much else to say. I mean, they're just quality knives. Spyderco, another one, short and sweet, GOAT tier. You know, all the higher end Spydercos are just awesome. Gotta love the Shaman. You know, gotta love the PM2. Wish I had a Smock. Wish I had a Yojimbo. Wish I had a Yojumbo. I'm definitely a Spyder hoe, but, you know, maybe down the road I'll have a few more. But you can't say no to them. They're just awesome knives, solid, wonderful. Can't beat them. Now, Victorinox. I'm not into them, guys. I'm putting them in the note category, not because they're bad knives, just because I don't really care about them. I'm not the kind to carry around the multi-tool like that. You know, I do have one that I use for things, and I do like them, but it's just not something that I'm into. WE Knife, I would put them in GOAT, but I think they're just going to go into Amazing. I only have one, the Big Banter. Awesome knife, 20 CV. Love the blue little thumb stud on this. But like I said, it is my only one. I know we bitch about Benchmade and the butterfly tax, but some of these WE knives have a kind of crazy price on them too, guys. And, you know, especially for a few models that I don't really like the look of. They just don't appeal to me too awful much. Obviously, wish I had a Vision R. That'd be sweet, but I have a Vision FG, so it's basically the same. And besides that, I couldn't really name many more WE knives. Shout out to Bladewalker, the Shizm he just made the video on. I do actually really like that. It's like the same shape as like the Kershaw Leak. I would consider a smaller one like that, but besides that, I can't name any other WE models. CRKT, I'm gonna put them in sus. You guys can go watch my video on the two that I have in my collection. You know, my little stickler here. Love it, but it's assisted. Oh well. And then the other one is the Bonafide with the field strip feature. Good knife, but meh. I have a handful of other CRKTs in my crap collection. I just can't get down with them. You know, the cheaper ones ain't the nicest, but whatever. This one's also going to be short and sweet, guys. Boker Plus. Correct me if I'm wrong, but is Boker Plus separate from Boker? I know they're same name, but a little different. I'm going to put them in sus. I only have one. Urban Trapper, VG10, little gentleman knife. Haven't really gotten into too many. I know what the Boker Kalashnikov Auto is like a flagship model for them, but tell you the truth, this one for me might just end up being a giveaway knife. It is a nice little gentleman's knife for sure. I mean, it's pretty sweet, but it's just not what I'm looking for in a knife. Last and certainly not least, and of course my luck, every other picture came out fine except for this one. It's like black. But it's Demko. Yeah, you can't even see it up here, but it's going right in GOAT tier. I only have the AD 20.5. I wish I could get a 80-20. I would absolutely love one. And to get some new scales for this, because, I mean, the Gryvery is meh, but wonderful knife. But yeah, just making that short and sweet. Demko. GOAT tier for sure. And that's gonna about wrap it up for me, guys. Anybody who stayed watching this long, I really appreciate you guys. I know there might be a few of you. Shout out to Lou, shout out to Bladewalker, a couple other you guys are always commenting on my stuff. You guys are the real goats. Maybe I should do a knife community guy tier list, and we'll see which guys are really fans. Nah, I'm just kidding. But I do appreciate you guys. This video is gonna be pretty long. Remember, this is my opinion. Let me know what you think. Just be a little nice about it. Don't flame me too awful bad in the chat. Over 50 subs now, guys. Hopefully, maybe a couple more weeks if I keep grinding, we'll get to that 100. Then I gotta figure out how I'm gonna do my giveaway. Like I said, I'm probably gonna give away 2 knives. There's probably gonna be 2 winners. I would like to try to do a live. I'm gonna have to monkey with that and see how it will work and check with some of your guys' schedules to see when we could get on that live to actually do the giveaway. Not too sure how that's gonna work yet, but we'll figure that out down the road. Thank you guys so very much. Love every single one of you. YD.